Yo, welcome back everybody. Today we have gameplay from Brann. This is a prime example of the concept that we talk about from time to time, which is truly identifying who is the threat in the lobby and then putting them down when you have the chance. Because sometimes the strongest person in the game just doesn't get to a final composition quick enough, and if you chop their legs off in the mid game, you can kill them before they get there. And sometimes that takes sacrificing your scaling line to be able to get them out of the game. But if everybody else is playing for tempo, which is really common right now, then you can still use half of a composition to win out the game, as long as that one person isn't around anymore. All right, enjoy. NA meta sucks? You suck, man. Which ain't wrong. So the real question is, do we double level? Costs us 9 gold. You can just take a 4 right now. Cute mrgl. What's NA meta? I mean, it's just the meta of the game at NA. The current prevalent behaviors that you see people do. It's not like there's a name for it or something. There's a lot of tempo right now. There's a lot of immediate power boards. That's the kind of the stuff that people are describing. Is that the go immediately for stats on the board. Guy in China at 19k? Yeah, there's an MMR bug this season too. I don't really talk about it on stream, but out of the top 25 on Americas, there are multiple people that are bugged. Out of the top 25 on most servers, there are quite a few people that are bugged. It is difficult to care about rating when most of the servers have bugged accounts. You can just take the 4 right now. I think it's the play. This thing's cheap, though. Hydra. It's gonna be a nah from me, Doug. Okay, that's fine. Really no reason to put down the Skyfin first, to be fair. There really wasn't a major reason to do so. We'll just take the Brann free battle cry, go up. We're going to buy the Skyfin no matter what, but I could have preserved the gold, looked at the information first. Too much MMR for wins? That's as in getting more MMR than everyone else? Yeah, people are getting ridiculous amounts of rating when they shouldn't be getting much at all. It's been around the entire season. Like they had to disable like 8 of the qualifiers for Lobby Legends because they have bugged accounts. Some of them don't even know they have bugged accounts. That's the funny thing. Is they're getting like 30 more points a game and been like, damn, this season's real good. It'd be so unfortunate. You just think you're succeeding and it's like, nah, actually, wait. We're doing great. Aww. You had to ruin it for me, huh, Bob? Guess we'll get Golden Buddy early, huh? Instead of going up. Too bad we didn't get anything here. Alley Cat's so good. But I want to keep the pairs around. And we'll just play for this. It's a video game at the end of the day. It's up to devs to fix their shit. And the rest of us just kind of sigh when it happens. Oh. 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 Bobby? Bobby, are you being nice again? Bobby, are you being nice? Could take 2 5s this turn. Probably should do so. Because the second one is the egg too, which is just nice to accelerate. Bone Mare. Little Rag. Little Rag isn't terrible because we have the Smogger in hand. Blanchy, I love you. I don't think we overcommit or anything here. You're cute too. Would have been good if we got something that was like, you know, Tavern Tempest. Otherwise, we'll just sit with Blanchy in hand for a turn. It's beautiful. Anyone know average of XQN? Nope, unless he releases it. He's not going to show. Or he logs it in some way. But I can tell you this. Most rank 1 pushes, if I use my own data, that the 3 seasons, 7 times that we got rank 1, the average over about the last 100 to 200 games was in the range of 2.5 to 2.6. I imagine most people that are rank 1 are getting very similar. I've seen one of Jeef's pushes, he had a 2.0 over 120 games, which was really funny because that was a huge outlier. Sub 3, I mean, top 25 is around 3.0, so like, yeah, that would make sense. Well, the moon beckons. I don't know what we're doing with you yet, but we're going to find a way to make you work. It's going to happen. We got this nice little egg over here. Blanchy on this board seems pretty decent. Seen Jeef win more or sit first more 7 times in a row on way too many occasions. He's pretty good at the game. I think Jeef is a pretty funny case because most of the time he doesn't play for rating and then he just like turns on the gas and just gets rank 1 again all of a sudden. He's a good case for that. Like when it's fun, I play the game for rating, and when it's not fun, I'll play the game for just top 25 or top 10. I like that attitude. It seems smart. Go right, at least, please. One of these 2. Thank you. Thank you, dude. Ooh, a Toxfin. Kinda cute. It's not easy to buff Blanchy. Yeah, it's easy to buff Blanchy. You get a bunch of battlecries. And if we don't get it, then we don't get it. Ain't the end of the world. Didn't get it. After all those words. I'd rather have another Murloc on the board. Okie dokie then. one Jug or one, like you said, Bone Mare, and he's relevant through the whole mid game. You also are a potential Theo board from where we are in this position. And if we get option to play toward Primal Fin or whatever, we're just going to do that instead, you know? We took our shot to triple in, or to discover into Murkai, to print with Primal Fin here. And if we miss, we miss. Ain't the end of the world. Good hits early. Trim down damage as best we can. As best we can. Nice. Oh, coin flip to kill him. Nice, 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 nice. Why poison the Primal Fin instead of the other Skyfin? Because other Skyfin big. No. Is it ever Theo? It's gonna be a no from me, Bob. I see. Jesus. It's time to go. Okay. The rest of them kind of suck. I want to keep that one. Fine for now. Time to just play the cards the game gave us. Should have played this through if I thought about how much time I had left in the turn for the 3/3 buff here. But ran out of time. Getting down to the last seconds, just get the board right. Sell Rag? Yeah, we're getting out of Rag. We're just getting out of Egg too. There's a point where we just stop greeting and we just put the tempo on the board. I think it's now. 3 out of 2 neutrals. Yeah, it was an okay board. It's an okay board for sure. So we debated it for a second. We need Ghoul in this game. Double Leroy could be the answer. It's probably not though. Manted. Jesus. Well, the game wants to give us go in as the direction. Should have done this on the first Manted, to be fair. I mean, we may not have picked it up. Okay, well, there's Ghoul. Oh, wait. Heck, wait. All right, Brann's done for sure. Question is, what isn't done? Are we running Ghoul against any of these guys? Probably him. Which means we can play double Manted now. This guy's the concern. Okay. Just gonna end up freezing it because we don't have the gold to be able to do it anyway. You ever like using Leroy in this situation instead of Manted in case we get this guy into somebody else? I think so. You could also just get out of something else, but against the board that we don't really know how big it is, and we don't know what the shape of the board is, I think I'd rather keep the pairs. Cool. Coin flip to kill him. Coin flip successful. Ty wins with the early Greta? Yeah, I mean, that's why we're playing, to counter that board. It's the strongest board by a landslide that we've seen. Good. We do want to get her as quickly as possible. The only chance we have is to get her quickly. No. So we're all in this turn, right? We don't even care about the last guy. Which means everything lethals him. This thing is higher health than the Magma Lock. I assume I'd rather have the poison than the non-poison. And that's the end of the game. Murloc will grow. It's the last turn of the game. We either win here or we get outscaled. Murloc grows about 8-8 this turn. It's not higher than 60 health. It is at, was that like 42 health? Do we have any need for the Seafood Slinger? Might be useful next turn. We'll probably still have to ghoul though. So like we'd have to do a lot to be able to play it. It's probably still worth freezing though. Skyfin's also better because of chance of Nadina. It'd be tough to get Nadina in a non-dragon lobby, but you know, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, it's a take. Certainly. Of takes, it's one of many. No mech. Beasts are in. We don't play around cleave. We just play around the taunted minion being relatively big. Ghoul. Heal him. Get him out of our game. Poggers, poggers, dude. Let's go. Let's go. That guy's definitely has more potential than we do. And we get there. Now let's see if what we can do against scabs. Blind fight, but this guy we knew had more potential than we did. Greta Poo. Trash. Sure. We may, I mean, if he's stronger than us, we can pivot to potentially beat him. Divine Shield before bombs. No. You want to attack with a taunt minion so it can just get attacked into? Like, he's just going to be a board full of Divine Shield minions. Like, you know what the shape of this board is. It almost always does the same thing from that position. So your upside is like, yeah, you could bump a Divine Shield with a Divine Shield with your Mantid, and then, you know, have it kill itself into a potential double Divine Shield taunted board if it gets Wind Fury. Yay! Potentially trade zero, you know, even in that scenario, which is terrible because you might as well just have the ghoul go off. It achieves the exact same goal. Or you just lead with the ghoul and make it so that they can't just high roll you. They can Leroy into the Mantid. They could attack first Wind Fury. They could attack first and hit the Mantid, then have it hit a Divine Shield, and the ghoul goes off and you lose a Mantid. Like all those reasons, like you just never do it. If it was a board with a bunch of non-Divine Shielded minions, then go for it. Shield the Skyfin or whatever, put it position 1, then put Tonal Blaster position 2. But you know what the board is. Second position Ghoul. Okay with it. Not the best, not the worst. The value trade is irrelevant. Question just comes down to, does the Coiler kill 2 minions? Otherwise, rip. That's gonna be a no from Bob. All right, cool. We got the dub. We talked about it at the beginning, said this is a good Brann lobby. There's a lot of battle cries on Tavern 1. You also have direction giving, you know, Murlocs and whatnot in the game. Worked out pretty easily where we got the acceleration early, and honestly, it was just kind of an autoplay game. Once we got the battle cries in the beginning of the game, we just limped up each turn, played a couple extra minions, couple little debatable points, like, would you like to play Macaw or not play Macaw? Would you like to level to 5 or stay on 4? Do you want to level to 6 or stay on 5? We took the greediest line every one of those. We're perfectly fine tempo-wise mid-game because, you know, the accelerated start. And the game just ends. We went looking for Ghoul Mantid Leroy, and the game gave us all 3 of them.